Alright guys, I don't expect anybody to agree with me on this take, but if you do, shout out to you. But I want to tell you guys something. Dak Prescott is essentially a privileged Daniel Jones.
You need to leave. That is disgusting.
And before you get your panties in a bunch, let's look up the word privileged. Privilege. A special right, advantage, or immunity granted or available only to a particular person. If you look at Dak Prescott and Daniel Jones, and don't think about the stats, just think about where the two quarterbacks play. Isn't it fair to say that Dak Prescott has an advantage playing behind a superior offensive line in Dallas, playing for a better team owner? Because Giants fans, I've never met a Giant fan that said, hey, I love John Mara or Tish. Nobody has ever said they love the owners, but you might meet a Cowboys fan that likes Jerry Jones. And they've been through the same situation with the coach changes, but you could say the coaches that they've hired have been better. So we've got a better offensive line because the Giants' offensive line are closer to the worst offensive line throughout Daniel Jones' entire career and during the Eli Manning era. And so you've got bad offensive line play from the Giants and good offensive line play from Dallas. That's an advantage. They've had significantly better weapons. And so you got to think about these things before we get offended at the fact that Dak Prescott, again, is a privileged Daniel Jones. You could swap Daniel Jones and Prescott would be the one that's getting dogged right now and saying that he is not good enough to carry this Giants organization because he's not good enough to carry Dallas when they need him. But I've never seen Daniel Jones behind a good offensive line. And honestly, the next quarterback after Daniel Jones, if we continue this same trend of not fixing that offensive line, not putting a good team around that quarterback, I don't care how good he is, we will flip on that quarterback too. Because New York is about winning. So you could be Caleb Williams or Drake May, but if you ain't winning, at some point they will flip on you and say you were supposed to elevate the bum-ass receivers that we draft or put out there, because we have not hit on receivers. We have decent receivers, respectfully, but we don't have the Jamar Chases, the T. Higgins. We don't have like elite receivers. And then we don't have an elite quarterback. And you can't not have both. So the Giants organization is just trash. And I'm a Giants fan. Compared to the Dallas organization, who seems to be doing everything they can to be competitive every year. But the Giants always give us a pump fake and make us feel like we're going to be competitive. And then we're the same Giants where it's like it's a struggle. And with that said, it really doesn't matter who we put at quarterback until we just clean this organization up and actually put some talent like the Eagles and the Cowboys are doing. And so you could say even Jalen has an advantage because those organizations are just ran better. But again, Dak Prescott, Daniel Jones are the same quarterbacks. When I listen to Cowboy fans complain, they say the same shit Giants fans say. Oh, he can't read defenses. Why am I hearing the same complaints for the two quarterbacks and one of them actually plays behind a good offensive line? Make it make sense, guys. It makes no sense.